So you're estranged and cut off from your adult child. So now what? What in the world are you supposed to do now? I know that's how you're feeling because that was me. I know you're numb and I know you're scared. You're sad and you feel like this is a finality, but it's not. But this you right now is struggling with finding strength and healing in the midst of all of this. So whether this is super really new for you, or maybe you've been in estrangement for a while, this video and the next few will really help you focus on the things that you need to do to take care of yourself during this time. And this is really important. And I want you to consider this because you need to put yourself first. So today, I want to touch on 4 of the big points that I think you need to consider right here, right now. And there are several, like I said, we'll get to those. But let's start with these. Number 1, it starts with understanding the emotional impact. It starts with understanding the emotional impact. I don't have to tell you that this is affecting you emotionally, but I want you to know that that's where it starts, is emotionally, right? And it ends up turning physical, which was what we don't want. But you need to know that's where it starts. So when we can understand that it's normal and that you're not alone, that helps. That's step 1, right? So how are you navigating the overwhelming feelings of loss and sadness? Journaling is a great way to start to do that. It's just the process of getting all that out of here and here onto paper. And so number 2 is self-care in the midst of it all, which is typically the last thing a mom wants to do. But what is your daily self-care routine? Because prayer, exercise, hobbies, all these things, you need to figure out who you are and how do you nurture your own personal well-being. Those are a few practical ways to prioritize self-care, but honestly, you have to make it a habit. We all do. Because remember, habits are big and small, and the small ones stack. They stack on top of one another. And by doing that, once you've started doing that, once you have a bad day, you're going to have an off day, and it's going to be so much easier to get through that day and to move forward because these things have already become habitual for you in a good way. So part of a self-care regimen is also being actively participating in getting the help that you need. I want you to find a community, whether it's my community or someone else's. You need one. I promise you that. Promise you that. This whole journey will be so much easier when you have support system and spend quality, ample time with people who are going through similar situations, or with me, in my case, someone who's been through it and is on the other side, thank God. But you need that knowledge and the love. You really do. So check out my discovery call for a consultation to learn more about my coaching options and how that can help you. Number 3 is the effects of mom guilt, the dreaded mom guilt. We all know what that feels like. The thing is, dreaded mom guilt, every single one of us, regardless of the age of our children, we've all dealt with this in big or small ways. But if we're not estranged, like I said, we still have this once in a while, but you're also not alone. But this feeling of guilt is not going to go away on its own. You have to have some self-compassion and self-forgiveness for yourself, for you first. And knowing that whatever mistakes you feel you made, it's truly part of a human experience. And welcome to motherhood, right? We think being mom of toddlers is hard. Sometimes it's harder being mom of adults. So when we seek forgiveness from someone else, that's great, and we need to do that. But self-forgiveness needs to come first. And number 4 is the impact on sleep and your mental health. So we were talking about how the emotional health is so prevalent and so important, because I know it's a big one, and this affects almost every single mom that I've worked with or talked to. But I encourage you to make sure, number 1, your hormones are balanced. And it may sound simplistic, but I can promise you that was a game changer for me and many moms that I work with, because that can affect your sleep. It can affect your mental health. However many times, it's more than that. And these intrusive thoughts that you also get, we can't tolerate this emotional unrest. It has to be dealt with. So even consider a calming bedtime routine. Maybe your screen time. We talk about that a lot with the moms that I serve. And also incorporate some more relaxation overall throughout the day. relaxation throughout the day, not just at night, but that nighttime routine is so important, as well as you all know I love a morning routine as well. So I hope this helps you.